Good morning. Day 47. Pretty darn sure. Starts with, well, it started with rain. Boy, did it rain last night. If I remember to include the phone video that I shot from in the hammock last night, you'll have no idea of just how much it rained, because that was just the beginning of the storm. There was some thunder and lightning, but not a lot. I could hear it. It was up on the mountain, but not so bad here. But now it's like 9 something, 9:18, 9:48, I don't remember. I looked, but time's unimportant today. We're not going very far. There's a beautiful little road walk out, hopefully not filled with deep grass, but I put on wet clothes just in case, because I was debating how to arrive. We're headed over to the Stark Village Inn today, which sometimes has people who are not hikers there. I came in one time and there was a family, college professor, doctor type people. We had a large discussion about backpacking. They were very interested in the whole idea. Didn't know anything about it. But anyway, you never know who you might meet when you stay at the inn. But Nancy is expecting me. She said I could come early. She knows I fell in the mud and I need a shower. So that's the important thing. I was afraid I might have to sit on the porch and wait for her or something, but she's going to be around. I talked to her in May, told her I was coming. But then I didn't talk to her again since then. I forgot to check in until I was someplace where I couldn't talk to her. So, yeah, the sun is coming out now. I waited and I waited. I was not hiking out in the rain this morning. There's just no need to get wet anymore. Not today, not tomorrow. Friday, well, yeah, Friday we'll have to get wet. It's just the way it is. Yeah, they kind of tore this area up with their logging, but it's their trees. They're nice enough to let us have a shelter in them. It's a shame, but I don't know, it'll change the habitat. It lets more light into the campsite, which is kind of nice, but the winter winds tend to use these breaks as a place to get in and start pushing down trees. So sometimes you get a cascade of blowdowns. And they just left a little island of trees around the shelter. So if those all blow down, then it'll be kind of different. I am going to toddle down this road, see what last night's rain did to the bridge. Hopefully the bridge is still there. You can see there's some water flowing here. There was a little water flowing here yesterday. Today there's more water flowing here. It was a pretty good rainstorm again last night. I don't know where all this rain is coming from, but it doesn't seem to end. Looks like we'll have nice weather here when we're not hiking. And then it's going to rain over the weekend while we're going through the Kilkenny. Monday looks good. Monday we are supposed to hook up with Whispers somewhere near Edmonds Path and figure out a plan to maybe go hiking for a couple of days. No, I don't have a schedule. He keeps asking me, what are these days 53 and 54? They say screw off days. Because everything else has been planned to the minute. Not to the minute. but to the day. But yeah, those are my bonus screw-off days. I can do whatever I want. So if I want to go for a walk, I'll go for a walk. If I've got a nice campsite, I might just lay in my hammock all day and watch the sun. Because sometimes it's good to just not move. I do love the Cohos though. There's just something about this part of New Hampshire. It's got a beautiful vibe. The southern end, but this section between Stark and Canada. I don't know if I can live here, but it's a nice place to visit. All right, I'm gonna show you the waterfalls later, so don't go anywhere. It's a short video today, but it should be very pretty. This is on the road leading up to the old summer club trail. I'm not really sure what the trail is called that leads up that way, past Devil's Rest. So we're not actually on the Cohos official trail. We're on what's called the Stark Bypass, as far as I know. But I thought that's pretty nice. It's not blazed in yellow here because you're not actually on the Cohos. But there are some signs here that make it very clear if you're headed north which way to go to get to the Cohos. Which I think is pretty darn nice because again, we're, I don't know, a mile or two from the trail now. But they just seem to want you to enjoy your hike. Well, you know how it is. They can't control the weather or the bugs. But I do appreciate the effort that's made to literally make you feel welcome to the Cohos. So I'm just kind of talking because we're going around the corner over here. You may notice there's a giant lake approaching. Yes, I've been here. I have a lot of memories of this spot. Some good, some bad, but it's a beautiful spot. I saw a very old person here once with a very old dog, and the memory sticks with me. It was beautiful, but it makes me cry because they were both very, very old, and they had probably come here for a long, long time. That's why it's important to get out and see the world. Time goes by. Pretty soon you're an old dog. If it hadn't been raining, we could have heard the loons last night. They could have been making all the noise they wanted. We wouldn't have heard anything over the sound of that rain. Percy's in the clouds. Lake a little higher than usual. Christine Lake, they say. Some beautiful camps over there. I'm sure those people are very happy having coffee and bacon, watching a TV show. No more than 10 horsepower. I'll try to keep it under control. All right. We got a beautiful waterfall around the corner we got to go find. Nancy left me a voicemail this morning. Said she'd come pick me up if I wanted a ride. I don't want to ride. It's awfully nice of her to offer, though. I got this continuous line thing going, so this is my trail today. I'll walk out when I leave her place on Friday, too. Normally, I let her give me a ride to the trailhead. But yeah, it's just one big line. Didn't quite go where we were gonna go. Cut a few corners. That not tagging the border at Canada, it's gonna stick in my craw, but I don't know if I want to do the entire loop again just to get it right. It's a lot of effort just to make up those miles. But I have figured out that I would do things a little differently, I think. I think I would still do the same route, but I think I would do the front end a little slower. Maybe spend more money. If it's an imaginary hike, it's not a problem to spend money. Real hike, well, that's a different story. There's a reason the trip was planned as it was, with so few zeros, because zeros are expensive. We haven't had any $600 zeros like last year, but they add up. But yeah, I think a couple of extra days off might be nice. And I think having a little more leeway in the schedule before you get to the places where the reservations are, so that it's not so tight. It would just be a matter of having a couple of extra days food in a couple of bags so that you had the ability to go slower. We'll see. I don't think I would do it again, but I didn't think I would do it the first time. It still seems kind of far-fetched. I could see somebody else doing this. Just a little surprised that I'm doing it. Those of you who've seen my videos from 5 years ago or so, you know. We've come a long way. We've learned a lot the hard way, that's for sure. Oh well. Toddle on. There's a trail that goes up there. I suppose tomorrow on our day off, I could take you up there and show you the view. I mean, I could. I'm not going to, but I could. Yeah, it just looks like it's a beast. It basically just runs right up that ridge. But it's a great view. But as is the case with so many great views, I'll never know. I've got places to be. Like here. Look, it's the Stark Village Inn. It's been a long, hard day. Oof, I'm exhausted. It's like 3.5 miles. But worth the effort. Oh, yes. Yeah, I didn't make it last year. Did the long trail. Was gonna do this in the fall and didn't. Well, here we are. I've got a lot of work to do now. I'll see you in a bit. Hey, sorry you're so close, but I don't have any sticks. We don't usually do indoor photography, but I wanted to say, obviously, good night. End of day 47. But also to give you a chance to take a look around the room here, because I can't quote you a price on this. I don't know what Nancy charges people any particular day of the week for any particular room. But this is extremely economical. And it's awful darn pretty. It's from like the 1800s, 1850 or something this place was built. It's quite something to see. I don't want to, there's another guest down the hall. I don't want to disturb them, but yeah, if you're doing the Cohos, certainly something to consider is at least one night here. Nancy does a fabulous breakfast. We're also going to do some barbecuing. Nancy and I went shopping, so she's very flexible. We're going to barbecue tonight and tomorrow, we've decided. But yeah, day 47. It's been very relaxing. Short miles, shower, laundry, clean clothes. Life is good. Tomorrow will be 0 day, so it doesn't count. You won't see it. Well, it still counts. It's still day 48. So when you see me on Friday, it'll be raining, and we know it'll be raining, and it'll be day 49. So I will see you then. And yeah. Wow, Friday. That means it's like 8 days left. We'd have to live through them, but still, we've lived through everything else. So the odds are in my favor. I think I got a shot at it. We'll see just how deep the water is out there. But yeah, night night.